Bro, this beat goes hard on this song. Even though it's just from an N64 soundtrack. All right. We didn't make it a triple feast Friday because the second one didn't fill as fast as the first feast, but it's still a double feast. I think the second feast literally like filled like right when I went live. This little indent that keeps happening after I enter in someone's name needs to stop. And I don't know why it's happening. But it's adding like an extra 3 seconds to when I make lists for each name. It's driving me up a wall. There we go. It didn't do it that time. How's everyone doing this evening? To the third Black Zekrom we're going to see tonight. As people already know, or should already know, even though I'm asked every time, in the bigger breaks, what determines who gets the graded card is whatever type it is. In the smaller breaks, it's the last hit, whoever is that type. What's up, Benny Hobbs? Still ripping? What do you think, dude? I was put on this earth for one purpose. It's to open pack. And the war is never ending. It's me against the packs. I'm liking those odds, though. Did I finally split these into even piles for once in my life? Oh my gosh, finally. We have a double feast tonight. Benny Hobbs, do me a favor. I need you to pick 3 numbers between 1 and 19. Three, 7, and 13. All right, let me see if they're all here. We got 3. We've got 7. We've got 13. I'm going to need you to pick 3 different numbers, 1 through 19. And this is going to be for the second feast. All the pressure's on you. 4, 15, 19. I like that. 4, 15, 19. That'll be for break number 2. Thank you for your services, Penny Hubs. For picking numbers free of charge. Best in the business. First feast we got here, we got 13, we got 7, we got 3. My Google Sheets is having a seizure right now. I'm going to give it a second. Maybe reload the page, that'll help. There we go. Went completely black and it didn't show anything. All right. Both the feasts have been randomized, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's fate has been sealed. Cameron, I think you sent me a message on Discord where you can watch the replays. I don't know if you're listening or watching. All the replays are saved to YouTube. Always. I did add a smaller break for flavor after the 2 feasts. People helping powerful stuff? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put on regular music because GoldenEye was hurting my head a little bit. This pile of top loaders that I've made is a little concerning in height. I'm going to split it in half, make the executive decision here. Yeah, it's... OSHA would have just busted into my room. You can't stack top loaders that high, you idiot. I'm writing you up. Still playing WoW at all? So, when Classic Fresh re-came out again, I played a mage with my buddy Kyle, and we grinded the rank 14 gear. And then after that, I did a couple raids, and it was turning into the next step is being on a regular roster, and I didn't want to do it anymore, so I just kind of burned out after the rank 14 grind. I got the gear, used it for a little bit, and then washed my hands of it. So, a couple months ago, maybe longer. It was right when ZG came out. Did they re-release Panda Classic? I haven't been paying attention. We played Kata for a while. We had Tetsnick played with us and Boo the Bear. And it was our own guild with my buddies. Dude, I don't want to commit to another thing of raiding. I just can't. Cataclysm, I think, was the last time that like I really raided ever again, because I was kind of raiding when Classic Fresh came out again, and I didn't want to anymore. I was like, I don't want this. I've already done it. Welcome, Zeke. And Marzi Barzi, how's it going? We refired up the DayZ. You'll be stepping out. What the hell, dude? How am I? I'm doing okay. Even when I played in Pandaland, I think was when I was like top like 5% on the server for RBGs. I have like the achievement. All I did was PvP, and I probably wasn't even like as good as I am now. And I just played with randos. I was just like running RB. I remember I joined a group and this guy was like, I don't want to lead this. Can you? And I was like, oh, okay. I never really did it before. We just kept winning. Grassfire, Dragon Steel. Those are pretty powerful spots, dude. As the second hit is yours as well? You're going to think that you saying that triggered a response from the packs. It was going to happen anyway. It's not good to be negative. Because here's what the problem is, Zeke. If that becomes meta, it becomes a toxic chat, and then anyone new in here just looks like everyone's complaining. But in reality, they're trying to, like, pull a magic trick. No trading. Because if you trade, psychic by the way, if you trade with another person by your own willingness, here's what happens, Zeke. Let me break it down for you, okay? If you trade with another person without me saying anything other than you probably shouldn't trade, just keep your spot. You trade your spot away, the spot pops off, and you know whose fault it becomes? Mine. Even though I was advising against it, it's still my fault. No matter what. And then you leave, Chris, for a while because you're mad at me, even though you made the trade. I think people get more mad that I was right, and they like do it to like try and prove me wrong, but they end up proving me right. By the way, Steel, in your ew spots that you were talking about. We're primed up for the third Zekrom and second Victini. I think it's going to be a while before we see the white Zekrom, but I could be wrong. I'm telling you, though, I think we're going to see a third Zekrom before we see anything else. Also, if you haven't noticed already, shipping should have updated tracking, because I checked personally. Zeke, you're in Canada. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how their tracking works. I think it tracks it stateside until it hits the border, and then I don't know what happens. It's just magic. It appears at your house. I obviously know that you weren't mad at me, Chris. I was, you know, we were joking here. Gyarados. True. Me and Tetsnick played on the server that we played on last time for DayZ. It was a good start. It's like 3 weeks into the wipe, so I'm assuming in the next week or so they're going to wipe the server, so I'm not building a base, so we're just running and gunning. They changed the map a lot. I got 2 kills. I got 1 on stream, and then another one off stream as I was running to the safe zone. And Tetsnick, I think, got like 3 or 4. I was the rodeo clown today. Or yesterday. Clefairy. Here you go, Chris. It would appear people have not fully realized that I'm live yet. We're going to be halfway into this break or into the second piece, which is fine. I posted the second feast like this morning. If I would have seen it full by like the afternoon, I would have posted a third, but it was too close to stream. I don't like a big break sitting for that long. Or that short. That is a gold Crobat. Brian, I don't know if I've pulled that yet. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, good. My stream deck needs to be relogged in again. I don't know why it never did this before. You don't have trainer, though. There we go. Oh, okay. You're a trainer like enthusiast. You don't even care if you don't have it. You're just like I like to see it. I respect it. I'll catch a ditto. I'm out of Ultra Balls. Damn it. All right, I bought 10 Ultra Balls. We're good. Garchomp fighting. Mr. Knight. Striking gold early, my friend. That's a late birthday present for you. I don't know if I've pulled that card before. Maybe once. How many trainers was it, Chris? Was it like 20? I feel like the record break may have beaten that. $22. I mean, we did a break with 2,160 packs. I feel like if it wasn't that break may have beaten it. But, like, it's not a regular size break for sure. The ratio would definitely be probably in your favor. That's an alt for fighting. James. Loki kind of popping off with that fighting spot. A break like that in this day and age currently wouldn't be possible. It would not be affordable by anybody. 10 cases is 60 boxes. 60 boxes times like 200 to 300, $18,000. Each spot would be like 1,800, and that's probably on the low end. Because it's not all going to be boxes that are worth the same amount. It'd probably be like 2,000 a spot. And that's just keeping the same record. Ideally, if I do a break that big, I'm going to do it to break my own record. So it'd be even more expensive. Oh my gosh, the alts are all coming out tonight. Brad. Because that break when we did it was probably like 900 a spot, I think. Just plus one pack. But still, like, it would be like probably $2,000 a spot. That's just, it's not really doable. Oh, hell yeah. Love this song. Colorless. That's yours, Chris. Okay. Dragon. Brad, these spots that you said ew to in the beginning, very interesting. You'll do 2 spots, so $4,000 on the low end. You're currently watching one. Both of these feasts have 3 PSA cards in it. That's been like the latest thing that I've been doing, even like if the break has 1 PSA card. That's been like the regular for now. Oh, Chris is flexing on us. I see you, Chris. Okay. You're like, I dare you to post an expensive break. I mean, who isn't Holy Knight? Because they're awesome. As a person who has an excessive amount of graded cards in my own collection, I can definitely say that it's a good thing. Can't hurt. Clamper. Well, I'm happy to add 15 graded cards to your collection. Got them on display too, because I'm going to have to add more rows of shelves for my collection room. The Coryodon. Didn't you just get that recently, Chris? I wish that the cards, like when you typed in like the serial number on them, I wish they gave you a point of origin, like who submitted or had them graded. And it could say like the Nostalgic Factory or whoever else. I think that would be really cool. Was it the Gold Zard? You don't have them displayed yet? Well, if you need inspiration on how to display a collection room, check out the Instagram. Which PSA 10 Zard did I get you? More fighting for, I believe that's Loki. People filled up 2 feasts and they just went to sleep. I respect it. It's been a long week. I feel you on that. Just a full art? I'm trying to remember. Could be the Champions Path promo. restaurant. Japanese one. I mean, regardless, pretty sick. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, dude. I love that. As soon as you say Jewel, I understand because I used to live in Illinois for the majority of my life and then moved to Wisconsin. Because not even Wisconsin has Jewel. Just a euro. I was just talking about. We were talking about that last week. Euros in general, I think, are pretty like subpar as a food. But you're not you as a person. You're probably fantastic. What's up, Tetsnick? Euro is just an oversized taco with subpar meat. How could I? Pretty easily, dude. Seeing as the taxes are lower, and as far as buying a house, your dollar goes a lot further in terms of space. That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I've had a good amount of euros throughout my life. Never once have I thought back and like been like, that was a good meal. I don't know if you knew that already, Brian, that I grew up around there. Oak Brook, Elmhurst area. Low key, you could see that. I'm just being honest. Lots of places. That's what I'm saying. Like, a Euro place is usually just a grease trap with like burgers and fries and whatnot. And they got the Euro meat there. You think North Dakota is way better than Wisconsin? Didn't you guys just have like crazy tornadoes like a couple days ago? You said you tried to join. Okay, on Daisy. Didn't know you left there. Your best friend is a police officer for Oak Brook. Really? Yeah, so like grew up in Elmhurst at the townhouse that my dad had built, and he was walking distance from his restaurant. Then we moved to Oak Brook. Then I moved to the townhouse as like an in-between, and then I got a house in Wisconsin. But during COVID, like 99% of the streams were at the townhouse. You work in Elmhurst? I went to Viz, and then I went to Fenwick. Wait, if you work in Elmhurst, my dad used to own Mama Maria's, if you know where that is. And you work in Villette? Yes. I feel like we should have had this conversation before. You only had 13 what? Yeah, my dad owned that. Got out later, just due to things. But he's retired. And then my cousins owned the other Mama Maria's in Bensonville. And then my cousin then opened Brazi's, which, Chris, I think you've been to it? Oh, Tornadoes. Gotcha. You work on York and Industrial behind the Marianos. My grandma lives like right there. There used to be a Holiday Inn over there, dude. Before they built the Marianos. Or no, the Marianos is a little bit further, and there's like an LA Fitness there. Ooh. Suicune with the Ortega. And then I lived in the townhouses down the street from Mama Maria's. Like, that's where I used to live. Like, I was walking distance. It's the same house I grew up in, the townhouse. Bro, you probably drove by my house while I was opening brakes for you. You didn't even know it. 100%. And the fact that, like, we could literally be in another country and my dad runs into somebody he knows just from the restaurant and just being out and about. Gotcha. Oh. I have not pulled that yet. Dragon. And he jokingly complained about getting Dragon at the beginning of the break. Do a lot of work in Wisconsin too. Yeah, I mean, for me, I met Haley when I was still at the townhouse, and she lived in Wisconsin. And my parents were going to sell the house in Oak Brook just because they were older and they wanted to downsize. And so we bought a house like in between her family and my family. Just in planning. Yeah. And it just like, it literally like, you compare what I paid for this house to the same thing in Illinois. It's like half, bro. Maybe even a third. It's like disgusting how bad it is. Oh, yeah. Like my parents, I remember the first time I showed them the property taxes, they're like, what is this? It's negligible. Trainer. Yeah, just in property like it's crippling, dude. I How about the same stretch of highway by O'Hare 294 or whatever being under construction since before I was born and since till now, like as long as I can remember. It's the longest running scam that I've been a part of is living in Illinois, literally. What's up, Bowler? The reason for that, Holy Night, is because the union's got a contract with the city and they just pump that money. They finish the job, they don't get paid. So if the job never finishes, they always get paid. They figured it out. Sorry if everyone feels disincluded from this conversation. It's probably because you are. I'm connecting with a local. They're adding another way into O'Hare. Oh, great. My kids might see that. What's up, Bowler? Give me a sub, thank you. How Chicago screwed themselves with selling parking rights to an outside company and lost out on billions. It doesn't matter though because they scam the they scam the entire state on a daily basis. Missing out on billions is okay because they'll just get it back. And then I went to school at Loyola, Holy Night in Chicago. So, I mean, I was always familiar with the city, but after living there for 4+ years, I really hated it. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a good experience, but I don't want to experience it anymore. Yeah, it was good. Got my, like, marketing degree, but also proficiency in every aspect because you have to take like 300 to 400 level for every single different subject to get a business degree. Yes. Got my pack opening degree, yes. This would imagine like what I'm doing now. This was like a side thing that I was doing when I got off of work. Eight plus years ago. Are you also from Illinois, Mr. Hobbs? By the way, Black Sucker, congrats in advance. I know we're calling it. Look at me now. Let me tell you, dude. Owning a house, it's obviously the smart financial decision. It's a good investment. It's overrated, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I liked it better when I rented the townhouse from the family because if anything broke, I didn't have to worry about it. Now if something breaks, it's my problem. Welcome back. Master Ball. But I outgrew the townhouse. As soon as Haley moved in, it was not enough space. For me solo, it was doable. As soon as Haley moved in, the townhouse was no longer an option. And you're from Ohio? I'm trying to think if I've been to Ohio. Probably drove through it a couple times. I'm trying to think of other relevant, like, local things, Holy Night, that you could appreciate. Or, I mean, obviously you've been to Gene & Jude's, right? That's a hot dog that'll change your life. And that's not a euphemism, an actual hot dog. Thank you for that sub. Always flooded? Do you mean busy, or do you mean like actually flooded from like rain? I because they're right by the river, that's why. Yeah. It's always flooded with people too, though. Cash only, no ketchup. There could be a line out the door in that place on a Tuesday night at like 2 in the morning. I've been craving that lately, dude. We've been eating healthy and whatnot. If I have a cheat day, I think I'm gonna have to drive up to just get some Gene & Jude's. And the value is insane. I don't think they've really moved up prices at all. It's like $5 for a hot dog and enough fries to like feed the world. Okay. That's an alt Keldeo for water. Jose. I've not pulled that before. So if you're ever in like the O'Hare area, like in the Chicago suburbs, look up Gene & Jude's, stop what you're doing, and go get a hot dog there. Bring cash, because they don't take card. And then the ATM that they have at the McDonald's or even in the building charges like $5, and you're going to feel bad after using that ATM. How'd you do? Everyone in this break did very good. I'll go over the hits in a moment. Let me see who gets what graded card, though. An Eevee Dragon? What are you talking about? Eevee Dragon is not a thing. We're going to re-go through the hits. Maybe I'll be able to clarify from that, because I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, it wasn't an Eevee. It was Dragapult. A Pokeball card? No. Never, dude. Loki, what you up to, dude? How you be living? I was busy talking hot dogs. I kid you not, Loki. A hot dog from Gene & Jude's might change your life. You could be spiraling out of control, making bad decisions. Your life is falling apart. You go and have a Gene and Jude's hot dog, and you experience clarity, and life just gets better. It's magic. Just here to watch me struggle open. That's how good it is. And I'm not even kidding. And hot dogs are not even my favorite food. That's how good it is. Mewtwo from Hidden Fates, 8, going to Psychic. Chris, that is yours. A third PSA card for you. Zapdos from Evo, 8, Hollow, Electric. Brian. Yo. Eevee Prismatic Evolutions ETB promo, PSA 9. Colorless. Chris gets 2 slabs. Very good. Okay, these two are Brian. Or no, this one is Brian. What is? Getting 2 slabs? Or the Eevee you're saying? The Prismatic Eevee is going to be hard to grade because of the fact that it's attached to those like deck dividers. People think it's going to make it more sturdy, but like I promise you it just makes it worse. And the fact that people just don't really value promos until time has passed. Case in point, the stained glass birds that have skyrocketed. Pog is like good. Like Poggers. It's a Twitch thing. Well, it's nice too because this is what I was talking about. It wasn't an Eevee. I don't think I've pulled this before, so you're the first one. Because you have Prime and you could just sub for free, it makes it that much better. Still a sick card though, Zeke. You're gonna be like, my name is Brad, damn it. And I just call you Zeke because it's the name I see. I know your name is Brad. Why does he keep calling me Zeke? He knows my name. All right. We're going on to feast number 2, ladies and gentlemen. The envelopes were already chosen by Benny Hobbs. You go by Zeke everywhere? Okay. Because I remember one time I called you Zeke and you're like, no, it's Brad. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Am I going to prove you right in what sense? Do you have grass? Or trainer? Oh, okay, I got you. Extra dose, thank you for the follow. If that's the case, it'll still get sleeved off camera. Because it's with the hollows. Thank you for that Prime sub. Look at that, dude. Appreciate you. Come in here with that amount of love. It's really hard not to love you. So much love that you broke the lights. Never grass. Grass is the best spot ever, dude. Stop resisting the love of grass. Dude, are Euros making a comeback now? We got the guy coming in whose name was Euro. You just had Euros. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say it again. Subpar food. I have yet to have a Euro that rocked my world. I'll have to double check, Zeke, because Nick was the one who set it up on the website. I would imagine because you paid for shipping once, you should be okay, or how? I'll double check with him tonight. I would say yes, like just because you already did it. But I'll double check if it's an issue. It shouldn't be, though. Should try your healthy growth bowl. Costco has had poke meat, like for poke bowls. And I've been chowing down on that. It's been really good. We've been making our own poke bowls. You're not typing too fast. I was just reading slow because I was doing too many things at once. Posted the bowl in Discord? Alright. Dude, me and Tetsnick got on that server and just caused mayhem. I'm excited. I'm still thinking about where to base Tetsnick. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a couple ideas, though. I bet that it will wipe next... The servers will probably wipe, like, next Friday. If I was a betting man. Amore, what are you doing? She is on vacation with her parents. Making sure I didn't burn the house down is a very ironic statement. Would you care to elaborate on why that's ironic? No? All right, then we'll just leave it at that then. You leave for vacation tomorrow morning? Benny Hobbs has chosen 19, 15, and 4 for this break. Well, I'm going to have to build our base, and you know I will, Petsnick. No, it's just I really haven't been known too much for like causing too much damage to the house. So for her to say that like I would be the cause of burning the house down, there was irony in that. All right, next thing on my list is buying a new mouse for this computer. This free one it doesn't even scroll anymore. I think this computer came with one probably. I gotta look inside the box. This wipe, Tetsnick, we're getting a helicopter. This next wipe that we play, and I'm gonna play for it because all ideas where I want to live on the map, the better ones are probably a little bit far from the safe zone. But they're good spots. That's the thing. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's get into it. But we can get like the gyrocopter for 250K. I could probably farm that in like 2 days. It doesn't have storage though. At least I don't think it has storage. So you would have to, when we like make runs to the safe zone, we'd have to like have like a really big backpack. Oil rig doesn't really have loot anymore. What? Man, they just want to shove everyone to one part of the map. It kind of makes me want to look for another server, but I'm not. Just because it's the same story for every server, I feel like. Everyone wants everything to be at Northwest Airfield. Next time I die, I'm going to buy a boat and go to the oil rig and just camp it for a couple of days and see what spawns. You can't make a part of the map like that much effort to get to and then have no loot there. That's just, it's stupid. It's just for the purple key card. That's dumb. Every other key card is in a high loot location. Someone got in charge of that server that shouldn't have. I could tell you that right now. Because those are all bad decisions. What's up, Clyde? Then here's the play, Tetsnick. We go to the one industrial building with the catwalk around it and like the staircase going up. There's one more building like that on the map all the way north. That's where we're building our base. Because if the oil rig sucks, then that's just not a viable option. Been driving that car everywhere, even if I didn't need to. Because that's where high tier loot is, Tetsnick. And then we're kind of close, but not really, to a safe zone. That's why we need a helicopter, literally. Because if those crates are a regular spawn, we're going to find higher tier gear. Up by Troisko, and then the secret military that I feel like nobody really knows about because it's not on the map. We'll be really close to Black Market, though. The not safe zone. The Spadoops. Arvin. What's nice is I can already, like, I've already planned the design in my head. In order to make it work, we just have to place the flag really high on the staircase. Okay, I'm pretty hyped about that idea now. I was unsure until you said the oil rig has no loot. And then we'll be by Troitsko, which should have good PvP, honestly. And we'll still be kind of close to Northeast Airfield if we want to mess around there. Daisy, we started playing on the server again yesterday on the gaming channel. I'm like in such a happier mood that I'm just not playing Counter-Strike. Just because it's so full of cheaters, it's not even funny. It's like the worst it's ever been. I think I have like I had a running total of like 7 cheaters straight in 7 different games. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. Yes, we did. We did get some good kills. In hindsight, I should have went out. He was just... he was camping on top of that hangar I was in after I killed his buddy. I should have immediately went around and then up the hangar to kill him. But the way that I did it was I forced him out and then set you up for the kill, which is fine. Tetsnick put me to shame, dude. I was the rodeo clown. He got like 4 kills to my 2. I gotta turn that off. My B, my B. Yo, Moltres. I need more sleeves. You going to sleep, Tetsnick? All right, my guy. The first kill I got on Daisy, like 2 minutes in, as soon as we started playing, I like caught a guy as he was posturing up to shoot at me, and we traded shots, but I just destroyed him. Damn, the real challenge to starting that base is going to be running up to it from the safe zone after buying all the base building stuff. That is a very critical point. If you die during that, it's a big setback. But I'm up to the challenge, because once you get the flag down, that's all that matters. Judge. Trainer's Frankie. Did we fill up the last break? I haven't looked. Wodrio. Electric. Isaiah. Thank you, Dom. So, Dom, you've been driving your car around more than you should. You say, I mean, you bought it. You might as well enjoy it. 2 slots left. All right, dude. You got time. I feel like I'm making good time on these feasts. Which, thank you guys for filling them both. Another Double Feast Friday is beautiful. You've been driving it a lot. I mean, might as well, right? Gotta enjoy it. Left it at home today? Gotcha. From Tacoma. Also, Brian, I don't know if he still does, but this girl I went to grade school with, her brother works for like the city's water for Elmhurst. But I don't think that's technically what you're in. Oh my gosh. Super hoods with a very large hit. He's going to be very happy about that. I think it's the second one this week. It's insane. Get to see a picture of the car? I'm going to have to. I think I already saw it. Didn't you post one? They fined us for dumping dirty water in the rain drains. That's not good. Sounds about right though. I had beef with the garbage company. Out of nowhere, they started like ripping open my garbage and saying that these packs aren't recyclable, even though literally has the recyclable symbol on it. And then they would like refuse to take my recycling. I like called and I was like, yo, this guy's like driving off before I can talk to him. You guys have taken it all this time, and he ripped open my garbage to see what was in it. That was so annoying. Yes. And every time he would go to pick it up, he would drive away really fast because he didn't want to talk to me. And I was like, all right, I'm calling now because I'm normally not like this, but this is a big issue. 100%. Not family friendly, but I agree with you. And it's not like I started recycling the packs out of nowhere. It's always been like that and just out of nowhere. Ooh. Electric energy. Isaiah. But if it's garbage, like, you shouldn't be checking it to begin with, but like recycling, it's like, come on, dude. I know what's recyclable. No, you're good. It held it back because of that. But I agree with you. And this was like during like peak COVID when I was live for like 18 hours because there was nothing else to do. So I had a lot of empty packs. Still have a lot of empty ones now, but that was like another level of empty packs that I couldn't skip a garbage day. They skip 1 week and they don't pick up the recycling. I'm like in a weird spot. I'm like, uh-oh, I can't even put this out. The guy must have been like a new employee, just like looking to make a name for himself in the garbage collecting world. It's like, dude, you can't just pick up the recycling like the previous dude did. Move up the ranks, dude. He was trying to become a general. I don't when it involves refusing to take packs that are recyclable. I think that person got fired or something because it wasn't only mine that he wasn't picking up. Like, he was trying to not pick up anybody's. I remember they put like an orange sticker on my trash can because of it. I started putting my own stickers out there. I was like, recyclable. You're incorrect. They had a little sticker battle back and forth for a few weeks. Trainer. All right, the third Black Zekrom might be happening right now. That last stack. What you been up to, Clyde? You staying out of trouble over there? Or are you causing some trouble? Oh, jeez. You're always in trouble with the wife? I mean, it's probably not too much trouble. That Umbreon with a full art trainer. I'm a good significant other. You have to really try to find something to complain about. Not even being cocky about it. And I'm sure you both are too. We all are. Unless you're not, then you're just not. A big Lopunny fan? Were they dressed like a Lopunny? Okay, Master Ball and a Pokeball. Both for water. Tie. Very good. Master Ball Goldeen is kind of swag. It surprised you? Really? I guess like in competitive like Pokemon in the game, not the card game, but like the actual game, Lopunny is like a pretty good Pokemon. It's used a lot. Why did the dogs just jump up and scurry? I'm taking them on a little RIDE when I meet Nick, so they'll be very happy when I get done. And I spelled it instead of saying it because if I say that word, all hell will break loose in this house. That is a trigger word for the dogs. Okay, the trainer just keeps coming out. One of them just laid down in front of the door. They just plopped. Maybe they're learning how to spell. Then I'm really in trouble. Trainer. Water Pokeball. Alright, Zekrom number 3. I'm ready for you. We're all ready for you. Steel. Psychic. I thought it was a Zekrom for a second. An Astro Ball with a Whimsicott. I'm still confident it's going to come out. Water. Okay. Full art for grass. Clean. That is a Master Ball. Grass and colorless. Everyone's knocked out, dude. I feel you. It's been a long week. Got one small break after this and we'll call it an evening. After 2 feasts, that's going to feel like nothing. Okay, fighting. The Zekrom's going to make us wait till the very end here. Watch. Excuse me. If it ends up being in the small break, I'm going to laugh. Another Master Ball for fighting. The Master Balls have been pretty elusive. I'm surprised to see as many as we have. All right, let's see who gets what graded card. What the hell? These envelopes, man. All right. Whatever types they are, they go out to those people. Good luck. Yo. Gold Prismatic Pikachu. PSA 9. Going out to Electric. Isaiah.